Although each one of us has a different circumstance, we can probably relate to the sense of, well, in Buddhism, I think we simply call it suffering, but the struggle that we have finding our way as a human being. And Tony started off with don't know. We've got a few newcomers here. Don't know in our style of practice is the base point of practice. Everything grows out of a not knowing mind. Or sometimes it's called a before thinking mind. So that's where that quote from Descartes, I think, therefore I am, we all know that. That's the beginning. In a sense, that's taught to us as rational thought. It's the beginning of life, in a sense, the human mind. But Zen says, thinking leads us astray. Before thinking, what am I? And that's the beginning point of our practice. And our practice starts with a question. Years and years ago, my cousin once said to me, he said, you know, I'm actually kind of pissed at you. He said, you know all these things and you won't tell me. And I laughed like you laughed. And I said, it's not that I know all the answers, it's that I know to ask the question. And that was very unsatisfying to him. Most of us are looking for answers. We want to figure it out. But the problem is that every week something new is thrown at us. And any answer that we may have come up with last week is probably not sufficient for this week. We have to find how to manage this particular situation in this particular way. And if we rely too much on our old experience and our old ideas, we end up, in a sense, chasing our tail and going around in circles and not actually finding our way. So our practice begins with not knowing. That simple thing is a guidepost for everything that happens in our life. We so desperately try to know. So we use this guidepost of not knowing to remind us to pay attention. If we think we know, then we don't have to investigate, because we already know. But if we don't know, then we have to stay open. Then we have to be curious. So the important thing is to be present and curious enough in the moment to actually see the answer that is being revealed. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to understand everything. You just have to be present enough and awake enough in the moment to see what the moment is actually teaching us.